Welcome back to On a Journey with Giselle. I am your host and I am back, everybody. I am here. Y'all, yes, I know. I have been on a little, where you been, G? I've been gone. I took a break and I just have to be truthful with y'all, my people. I wasn't feeling that I could speak to y'all because I wasn't in a place that I felt like I could share my journey with y'all. I've been navigating some things and trying to really figure it out. And as we have began this month, August, I'm really just stepping back into this space where I have a clearer voice. I've taken some time away. I've taken some time to really just write, read, reflect, pour into myself. There's been a lot of personal lessons and like a shift in a new direction for me. And that's the conversations that I want to start having now. We're still on the journey with Giselle, but I had to take time and step back. In talking with people I care about, people that have been supporting me, people that's been there, just in general, like just on this journey of like stepping away. Like one thing, the biggest thing that kind of motivated me to come back was really just hearing, don't let your feelings stop you from sharing your voice. And that hit so hard for me because y'all, that's what I want to do. Like I want to share my voice because it's not just me going through this. I'm on a journey and I'm here and I've been living, I've been learning, and I have came back and I'm coming back with more intentional topics. So as we get going and as I stay more consistent, some things that I really want to talk about that, I've been sitting with in this season is learning more about myself, learning about how growing and how I'm unlearning some things, but growing into the best version of myself. And, that's through number one. We started talking about it before I took my hiatus. And that was the attachment theory. I want to talk about how that's shown me more about myself, more about others, how that has played a role in my healing, but overall talk about my healing and the journey of healing and what that might look like because it's different for everybody. And I want to just share my journey. Also, we're going to be talking about self-preservation, self-sufficiency, healthy relationships, communication, occasion, and then I will be, of course, dropping my occasional gym and fitness and wellness tips because this is what On a Journey and G is all about, fitness and wellness. But we're really going to be tapping into that. So I'm back. How you doing? Like, are you okay? Are you good? We are really in August, y'all. If you have not gotten a chance, I'm back. Go ahead and tell the people, subscribe, turn your notifications on. You can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna stay consistent. You need to know when I'm here and I'm back. Share this with a friend. You never know who needs to hear it. So it's a new month. We are in the 8th month. Today is actually the day my grandfather went to see the Lord. He died 2024 last year this time. And it's so interesting. I'm looking out right now. This time it's a little lighter, but this same day around this same time it was pouring down and it's raining. So I know my grandfather, he's listening, he's talking, but August is always fun for me, right? It's the start of a new school year. If I'm a working professional, but just seeing people go back to, getting their kids ready for school, seeing the roads fill back up, we're about to enter into a new season. So summer's coming to an end, fall is coming. So it's really like a time of reflection, fresh start, and I've realized recently, like talking about this stuff is really important because you don't know who's going through this. We're all in this season of really like ending the summertime and really trying to figure out what this next direction is going to be, whether you're a parent, whether you're in a new outlook on life, whether things have come transitions, whatever it might be. This usually is around the time where you're like reflecting and, it's like, what are we going to do? How are we going to end this year out? We have 4 more months, y'all. Can you believe that? So yeah, what have I been going? I've been going through like career decisions, trying to figure out my pathway, other things that I'm going to be sharing on in the show that I'm going to be ending the year with. I can't wait to share that with y'all. Been really making some new connections that I've really been appreciating. I really asked God about that because, as a 30-year-old woman who has not really found what you say as a traditional married with a kid and a house and I've found myself in different communities, but they've been pouring into me. And I have stepped out of some that really weren't. And, that's part of what I've been doing. I've been really grieving some things, y'all, grieving some relationships, grieving some ways of doing things, grieving people. And I'll be honest, and that's something that 31 is teaching me. Some things really are not going to last forever. And, I've just been going through that process and redefining myself. And I think it's so important that, you acknowledge that you're changing because, that's what I've been learning in this season, that the importance of understanding yourself. Last year, 30, I was like, okay, what is this decade going to bring me? But as I've been in different relationships, communities, I've realized more stuff about me that I didn't have a hold of, like learning what my attachment style is. We're going to talk about that. We're going to dive into it. We're also going to talk about boundaries. I am poor at setting boundaries because of the empath in me, because of the love in me, because of trauma in me. I am not good at it. But we're also going to be talking about boundaries, and not in the way that we've talked about before, but the simpler way. We're going to break it down, and we're going to give real life reflection and lessons. We're going to tap into my own career as a social worker. What am I teaching in my groups? So, yeah, and then communication. Let's break it down. A lot of people struggle with these things, and it's like these things are important. Knowing why you attach the way you attach, or don't attach the way you don't attach. What about your boundaries? How you communicate? These are key ingredients for growth. And learning this about yourself will help you navigate. And that's what I'm learning on this journey. Another thing is, I think that we're going to do 2 episodes per month, maybe 1 or 2, depending on how that's going to be. I really just wanted to come back and just let y'all know that I'm here. I want to know what y'all want to hear. Like I said, we have a list of things that we're going to be talking about now until the end of the year. But it's not going to be just that. I'm going to be showing y'all some more stuff into my life, like what journeys I'm on. Because I got some things that I'm doing that might not be. I would say it's more for the two people. When I say two people, people in a relationship, versus the single. And I'll be honest, your girl is in love or has found love, but maybe is in a space where I don't know. Still figuring that out. There is love out there, and it requires patience and something I'm navigating. Yeah, I can't believe I just said that. But it's there, and it's there. So, y'all, this is what I wanted to come back and tell you. I wanted to just jump back and say, hey, I'm here. Don't let your feelings stop you from sharing your voice. Don't let your feelings stop you from starting that thing that you want to start. Don't let your feelings stop you from going after that goal. Don't let your feelings stop you from setting that boundary or communicating that need or desire or want. Don't let your feelings stop you. Grief is okay. Being overwhelmed is okay. Having anxiety is okay. Being scared is okay. Don't let it stop you. And I want to ask you, as we end this episode, I'm popping in, but I'm going to pop out. And when I pop out, I want to ask you, what's one thing that you've learned about yourself in this past month? Now, if you're listening to this at the end of August, what have you learned about yourself in this past month? Whatever 30 days you want to equivalent a month to be, what have you learned about yourself? And go ahead, share that in the comments. Let's do some more engagement. I want to see it. Or DM me. You know where to find me on Instagram at On a Journey with G. DM me. Like, what is one thing you've learned about yourself? And, I'm asking you, but let me tell you what I've learned about myself. I have the power inside of me, but I allow feelings and desires to stop me from always having that power or producing it or showing it. It's in me. So that's something I've learned. And yeah. So we got episode 2, and we got to talk about the big AA, not Alcohol Anonymous. Well, AT. Let's say AT. And that's attachment style. I think that's something very big because as I'm navigating different relationships, finding different communities, really realizing what my attachment style is and how I'm healing in it has helped me actually stick and have community and have new friendships and relationships and connect with people on deeper levels. Yeah. It's so interesting. I asked somebody I dealt with like some time ago or whatever, what was my attachment theory? And they said it was avoidant. It's so funny because I could never see that. I could never see that. But you never know. So it could be about a time and a season that you might be in. But let's talk about it. What is avoidant? What is anxious? What is secure? What is fearful? We're all going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it and how it shows up in your life. Share this episode with a friend, someone that is into personal growth, somebody that's on a journey, somebody that needs to hear a voice, you know, and I'm here and I just want to let y'all know this is the beginning, the re-beginning. It's okay to dig back in. And I'm glad that you're here. I can't wait for this month is what this month is going to bring. Remember, don't let your feelings stop you. Don't let your feelings stop you from whatever it is that you want to achieve. So let's get it. Y'all ready? And you know how I always like to end the show. I love y'all. But until next time, remember only you define your destiny. Peace, love, and happiness.